Ed Davey. He's got no answers. He's got no ideas. He hasn't got a clue. Well, he took the hobby horse out of his bottom long enough today to go and answer some questions on the Today programme. He's being interviewed there. And he's just exposed himself, not in that way, in a spectacular fashion though, that he has no serious plan at all whatsoever to deal with the massive surge in oil prices. He was questioned about it, and it became apparent that he did not have a Scooby-Doo as to what to do. As I say, it was on the Today programme after busily raging about the King's planned state visit to the United States next month. Davey was asked a very simple question. Well, you'd think it was a simple question. What should government actually do to protect consumers and businesses if oil prices surge? Now, the immediate and obvious question is, we would temporarily reduce the taxes we take on that oil simply to ensure that the economy does not go into collapse. We have to take the hit in terms of income, but it would keep the economy going. That's the simple answer. That's the easy answer. Ed Davey, not a clue. What came from him when I was asked that question was not an answer. It was sludge. It was a man who obviously didn't know what he was talking about. He began with a sort of empty sort of political padding that means absolutely nothing. That sort of a word salad that makes it sound as though I'm saying something without giving an answer. The government needs to come forward with a plan. You're right, Nick. Very difficult it is. Very difficult it is. It sounds like Yoda. It is very difficult. Very difficult. There you go. Marvellous. Inspiring stuff, isn't it? He's the leader of a party. I'm sure everyone's hanging on his word. Marvellous. Anyway, then, rather than explain what should actually be done, he drifted into sort of partisan waffle. Good job Lammy wasn't there. He'd been face first into that waffle. He was blaming Donald Trump, the Conservatives, Kemi Badenoch, Nigel Farage. It's all Iran's fault, But apparently when there's an energy shock, the Lib Democrat response is not to propose any kind of salient policy. It's just to go around, point fingers and hope that somebody can take the blame that isn't him. And it isn't him. It can never be him because he's not clever enough to be in a position of power to be able to do anything. And then he went on. He said, you've got to work internationally. Well, no shit, Sherlock. He said, this is in an international market. We have some protection because we've invested in renewables. Yeah, that's gonna fill your car, isn't it? That's going to fill the lorries with diesel that take the food to the shops that you buy and now find that you can't buy because the cost has gone high because transport costs have gone through the roof. I mean, this man, he really doesn't understand anything. He really, I'm not sure. I think he's actually retarded. I think we're talking room temperature IQ. Perhaps he should spend less time being a politician and more time running around a field with that hobby horse shoved up his arse. If nothing else, it'll keep him out of our hair. Let me know what you think. Thanks a lot. Bye.